Welcome back to my stand-up channel. Disgraced ex-Gov. Andrew Cuomo was charged Thursday with groping a former aide in Albany's executive mansion, a crime that could force him to register as a sex offender if he's convicted. A misdemeanor criminal complaint filed in Albany City Court alleges that Cuomo, 63, did intentionally, and for no legitimate purpose, forcibly place his hand under the blouse shirt of the victim, and onto her intimate body part. Specifically, the victim's sick left breast for the purposes of degrading and satisfying his sexual desire, it adds. The incident allegedly took place on the afternoon of Dec. 7 on the second floor of the executive mansion, the governor's official residence. The name of the alleged victim was redacted from the complaint, but a lawyer representing former Cuomo aide Brittany Commisso, 33, acknowledged it's her. The complaint charges Cuomo with forcible touching, which carries a maximum sentence of 1 year in jail. The alleged evidence against him includes a text message from Cuomo's cell phone, state police aviation records for Dec. 7 and news reports of a press conference that day, state police BlackBerry pin messages, swipe card records from the state capitol, and Commisso's testimony to the Attorney General's office. A summons has been issued directing the former governor to appear in Albany City Court on November 17, according to the Albany County Sheriff's Office and the Albany County District Attorney's Office. Cuomo is expected to surrender to authorities sometime next week to be arrested and booked, sources said. If convicted as charged, Cuomo would have to register as a sex offender and a judge would decide on his likely risk of committing another sex crime. If he were deemed to pose a moderate or high risk to the community, his photograph, name, address and other information would be posted online. Albany County District Attorney David Soers opened a criminal investigation of Cuomo, 63, on August 3, shortly after State Attorney General Letitia James detailed the alleged groping incident in a report that accused the then-governor of sexually harassing 11 women, including 9 current or former state workers. 6 days later, Commisso, an administrative assistant in the governor's office, went public in a tearful interview on CBS This Morning, during which she said Cuomo put his hand up my blouse and cupped my breast over my bra, inside Albany's executive mansion in November. The governor needs to be held accountable, said Commisso, 33. What he did to me was a crime. He broke the law. In a statement Thursday evening, Soers said, like the rest of the public, we were surprised to learn today that a criminal complaint was filed in Albany City Court by the Albany County Sheriff's Office against Andrew Cuomo. The Office of Court Administration has since made that filing public. Our office will not be commenting further on this case, he added. During her CBS This Morning interview, Commisso said the alleged groping incident capped a series of incidents during which Cuomo subjected her to unwanted touching that included hugs unlike those he would give his mother or his brother. These are hugs with the intention of getting some personal sexual satisfaction out of it, she said. And then, they started to be hugs with kisses on the cheek. And then there was at one point a hug, and when he went to kiss me on the cheek, he quickly turned his head and kissed me on the lips. Commisso also alleged that Cuomo touched her rear end while they posed for a selfie together on New Year's Eve 2019, after working on his upcoming State of the State speech. He was to my left. I was on the right. With my right hand, I took the selfie, she said. I then felt while taking the selfie, his hand goes down my back onto my butt, and he started rubbing it. Not sliding it. Not, quickly brushing over it, rubbing my butt. In an earlier, anonymous interview with the Albany Times-Union, Commisso said the alleged groping incident came after she was summoned to the executive mansion to help Cuomo with his cell phone. Cuomo, who has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing, announced his resignation the day after Commisso appeared on CBS This Morning, saying that my instinct is to fight, but the best way I can help now is if I step aside. Cuomo's looming arrest is believed to be the reason that James decided to tell a key union leader on Wednesday that she'll launch a campaign for governor shortly, the source briefed on the matter said. James is expected to announce her primary challenge of Gov. Kathy Hochul ahead of Cuomo's arrest, the source briefed on the matter said. In a prepared statement, James said, "From the moment my office received the referral to investigate allegations that former Governor Andrew Cuomo sexually harassed multiple women, we proceeded without fear or favor. The criminal charges brought today against Mr. Cuomo for forcible touching further validate the findings in our report," she added. Thursday's complaint was sworn out by an investigator with the Albany County Sheriff's Office. In a prepared statement, Sheriff Craig Apple said, "Sheriff's investigators have been conducting an investigation into former Governor Andrew M. Cuomo since August 5, 2021 for a criminal complaint of forcible touching and have determined that there was enough probable cause to present evidence to the court." On August 7, Apple held a news conference at which he said Cuomo could face a couple of misdemeanors based on a complaint filed by Cuomo a day earlier. "At this point, I'm very comfortable and safe saying she is, in fact, a victim," he added. On August 30, Cuomo spent several hours being interviewed by investigators after law enforcement officials issued several subpoenas related to her allegations, Apple has said. In accounts of her interviews, the alleged groping incident was said to have taken place in November and the AG's report specified November 16. Cuomo lawyer Rita Glavin has seized on that date to attack Cuomo's credibility, saying, "The documentary evidence does not support what she said." Cuomo's lawyer, Brian Premo, has countered that she has consistently said and testified that she does not know the date. The alleged groping of Cuomo is the most serious incident detailed in James' report, which also accused Cuomo of grabbing women's butts and running his hand across the belly of a female state trooper assigned to his protective detail. In addition to Soares, 4 other New York district attorneys, in Manhattan as well as Nassau, Westchester and Oswego counties, have said they're investigating various allegations contained in James' report. In a statement, Glavin said Governor Cuomo has never assaulted anyone, and Sheriff Apple's motives here are patently improper. Sheriff Apple didn't even tell the district attorney what he was doing. But Apple's behavior is no surprise given, 1. his August 7 press conference where he essentially pronounced the governor guilty before doing an investigation, and 2. his office's leaking of grand jury information. "This is not professional law enforcement, this is politics," she added. Cuomo spokesman Rich Azzopardi also said that filing a criminal charge without notification and consent of the prosecuting body doesn't pass the laugh test, and this process reeks of Albany politics and perhaps worse. The fact that the AG, as predicted, is about to announce a run for governor is lost on no one, he added. The truth about what happened with this cowboy sheriff will come out. Apple responded by saying, "I would expect nothing less from that camp. We get paid to protect people and help people, that's exactly what we're doing." In a statement, Premo said the sheriff's office didn't tell Cuomo it was going to charge Cuomo and suggested she might not continue to cooperate. "It was my client's understanding that the district attorney's office was in agreement with the sheriff's department that it was going to conduct a thorough, impartial and apolitical evaluation of the case and, only after completion of the investigation, speak to my client to allow her to make an informed decision as to whether she would proceed as a victim in the case. Like the district attorney's office, she was informed about this recent filing through media," he added. In response to Premo's comments, Apple said, "I'm not sure why he would say that. We have been in contact with her all along and she has always insisted on moving forward," Apple said. "And we conducted a very impartial and thorough investigation. Not rushed but very methodical." A lawyer for 2 other women referenced in James's report, Alyssa McGraw, a co-worker and friend of Cuomo, and Virginia Lemietz, said that Cuomo is being held to account as he should be, including by being forced to answer a criminal charge. "We hope that all men who abuse their power by abusing women will see this and understand that there will be real consequences to their profoundly damaging behavior," lawyer Marianne Wang added. Source: nypost.com. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.